where can the Bonk price realistically go in this crypto bull cycle? Ladies and gentlemen, Bonk has been one of my favorite meme coins since the start of the year. Again, the first few months of this year, the coin just went absolutely crazy, going from roughly 6 zeros to 4 zeros and a 4 in the span of like a year. No, actually way shorter than that, but back in the start, let's call it, of 2024. Peaking at, like what I said just now, 0.00004, after which it basically became quiet for the next few months, not really doing too much, all of a sudden, until literally like 3 days ago or so, where all of a sudden it is up almost a 3x from prices that we saw nearly last week, or I'm gonna say 2 weeks ago. Now before we move on, make sure you go ahead and press that like button on this video, and let me know down below if you're holding any memes. Also, if you want to trade crypto, check the link down below to 𝗲𝘀, as right now we've got a massive competition going on. You can use this platform from anywhere in the world, but I basically want to win. We right now, with our team, are in the 60th position, but I want to get into at least the top 10. So join our team, link is down below. And just taking a look at this from the monthly perspective, you can see that it's been going quite insane over a very short amount of time. Literally, the last 7 days here, it's more than doubled. And it's brought to my attention, or it's been brought to my attention, that many people are wondering, where can Bonk go next? Is it done gaining? Is it going to start dumping from here on forward? How much money can we still make? Now, I will quickly say I am not your financial advisor, and nobody knows anything for sure. As of this point though, if we're taking a look at the meme market cap, right? At the memes, just in general in crypto, Doge today has been going down. A couple of coins have been going up ever so slightly, but generally speaking, it's quite a neutral day. Bonk, however, earlier today was up like what, 25% or something like that? Right now sitting at a nice 0.00005, which again is a higher level than we've seen perhaps even ever. I'm not sure if it just made an all-time high today, but at least significantly higher than what we saw earlier throughout the year, while actually being huge. I mean, it's the 30th biggest crypto out there at roughly $3.7 billion worth of market cap. But to give you guys my thoughts, Bonk has been quite quiet for the last couple of months. It really hasn't been doing too much, and the hype has really not been there. And it made a lot of these other coins like 𝗕𝗃𝗪𝗏 and Peanut even really recently just play the catch-up game. They caught up to Bonk really quite easily, even though Bonk was the most trendy coin of the start of the year, because a lot of people made crazy money by getting Bonk for free on the Solana phones. Anyway, so the hype died down for a little bit, actually for quite a few months, until all of a sudden the 100% gain throughout the last week that's now brought Bonk to almost everybody's attention. And I'd say my thoughts on the matter are, there's a very good probability that Bonk is just going to set on with the course that it's got going for itself right now. Just like how Doge all of a sudden went up a couple 100% throughout the month. If Doge can do it, these smaller meme coins can do it extra. So let's say Doge was able to do 250% in a month. If the biggest meme coin out there can do that, with so much more in market cap right now, Dogecoin is 15 times ish of what Bonk has in market cap. If Dogecoin can do 2.5x in a month, then coins like Bonk can easily 5 or 7x or so in the span of a month. You got to realize that many of these top quality memes like Pepe, Bonk, etc. are still quite low in the grand scheme of things. As I said before, I think Pepe can easily 10x, maybe even more from here, this bull cycle. And since Bonk is theoretically speaking playing catch up to Pepe, it's about half the size or so, a 10x for Bonk is like a minimum what I expect to see this cycle, but I'm more realistically looking at least a 15x if indeed Bonk is not left behind this cycle. Like I stated just now though, there are no guarantees. All I'm saying is that it makes a lot of sense for another run here to involve Bonk, especially because it's been quiet for so freaking long. And now that it's starting to get back on the gains, what we've seen with a lot of the top gainers the last few days is that they all gained for multiple days in a row. For example, XRP has had a multiple day success streak, but also coins like Mantra have just been gaining after gaining after gaining day in, day out. And perhaps this is also the start for Bonk, where all of a sudden, right, we got 100% this week or so, but maybe this is just the start of the crazy run. Again, to me, it does not really matter that much though, because on the short term, we don't know where they're going to head. We only know a medium to longer term. Like I stated in earlier videos, I think right now, Bitcoin is on the verge of a massive swing upwards and is going to be dragging a lot of altcoins with it. Having said that, if Bitcoin triples, I think many of the altcoins in the top can still do a 30x. It might sound crazy, but many of these coins still have about a 3x or so to go to their all-time highs. And to 10x in a bull cycle, it's really not that odd. but it depends on how far Bitcoin is going to push it this time. If Bitcoin ends up peaking at 100,000, for example, my expectations for a lot of these altcoins, especially some of the bigger ones, is way lower, maybe even more towards the 5x. But if Bitcoin manages to go to the nearly $300,000 range, I think this opens the door to so much more gains for some of our top altcoins too, where again, I would not exclude 30x's amongst coins that are already quite sizable. They already have quite a good amount of size in them. What is my most realistic expectation though? Well, like I just stated, I think more if I had to place Bonk at a level, over the next 7, maybe 13 or so months, I'd say about a 15x would be what I would expect to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not your financial advisor. None of us have this, crystal ball. I always make a joke that I have this little, wait, let me quickly show you. I always make a joke. I have a green fortune-telling ball, but at the end of the day, all that the green shows me here is that we're at the start of the bull cycle. There's a very high probability that this is going to set through and the dips are here to be bought, not to be sold. But at the end of the day, nobody really knows for sure. But yeah, I'm bullish on Bonk. I got a good amount of Bonk. I don't really see any way in which this is not going to set through unless something really scandalous all of a sudden gets announced. But the future, in my opinion, looks really, really bright for our beloved little dog here. But let me know down below if you're holding any Bonk. I'm really curious. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video and subscribe for more crypto meme coin updates.